In this video, I will talk about prompt templates. You can see prompt templates as predefined recipes for generating prompts for your language model. And this is so useful, guys, as it adds modular layer when creating prompts. So let's take the code that we talked about in the last video and see how we can use chat templates. So as a reminder, in the last video, we used system message and human message. In the system message, we define the chatbot role and we pass the question in the human message object. And after that, we invoke the model using these messages. Now, to use prompt templates, we start with defining a template string where we define the chatbot role. So here is another example where we say to the chatbot, your job is to use patient reviews to answer questions about their experience at a hospital. Use the following context to answer questions. Be as detailed as possible, but don't make any information that's not from the context. If you don't know an answer, say you don't know. So here to avoid hallucinations. And here we have placeholders for context and questions. We will see how to use these ones. Once we define our template string, we instantiate a chat prompt template object using the class method from template with the template string that we've just defined. Once this is done, we just need to format the string using the context and the question that we pass to the function. Let's see how we use this now. So here, the question that we pass to the function is, did anyone have a positive experience? And our context is, I had a great day. If we run this code, here we see the instruction that we defined so far. This is the context and this is the question. And here we see that the placeholders were replaced by the question and the context. But the problem here, guys, is that as you see, we have human here. This is because the from template class method assumes that the message is coming from a human by default. But this can be resolved using more detailed prompts, as we will see in this function. Here we define, as usual, our template string where we define the instruction, but this time we will only pass the context. Let's compare it side by side with the first function that we used. So here we only pass the context instead of the question. And if we go directly to the chat prompt template class, we pass to our class the context and question variables as usual, and messages. Messages here is composed of two prompts, the system prompt and the human prompt. System prompt and the human prompt are themselves two prompt templates, human message prompt template and system message prompt template. The former takes in the question as a variable and its template will be only the placeholder for the question, and the latter takes in the context variable, which will be injected in the system template string that we defined in the beginning. So here we took this template and we split it into two templates, which are the system template and the user template, which is only the question here. Notice that this time we use the format messages class method, to which we pass the question and context. So let's try this out now. Let's run our code. So if we check the result this time, we see that we have a list of messages. One of them is the system message that contains the instructions and the context, which is I had a great day. And the second message is the human message where we have the user question. So, and this way we separated system message and human message. This is it, guys, for this video. In the next video, we see how to combine chat models and prompt templates. We talk about chains and LCL, which is the LangChain expressing language. And this way we'll see LangChain core functionality of building modular customized interfaces.